When it comes to future military technology, researchers and developers are constantly striving to create advanced systems that give their forces the cutting edge on the battlefield. Around the globe, there are numerous top-secret weapons, vehicles, and aircraft currently in development. While we occasionally catch a glimpse of these innovations, most remain hidden from view until they are ready for testing. Bell 360 Invictus. One such prototype is the Bell 360 Invictus, designed to complement and eventually replace the AH-64D Apache attack helicopter. The Bell 360 Invictus merges agility, firepower, and a modular open systems architecture to dominate future battlefields. Its role as a future attack reconnaissance aircraft, FARA, is to ensure security and situational awareness, guiding forces until the fight is won. When the US Army outlined its requirements for a next-generation helicopter, designers knew they had to employ the latest in aviation technology. A key demand is for the aircraft to cruise at speeds exceeding 205 miles per hour. To achieve this, the Invictus features a low-drag tandem cockpit, making it a smaller, harder-to-hit target, and an advanced articulated rotor head design for higher velocity. Its high-speed rotor blade technology mitigates retreating blade stall, while its lift-sharing wings reduce rotor lift demand in forward flight, enhancing high-speed maneuverability. The Invictus doesn't just rely on speed for superiority. Its lethality is bolstered by both internal and external weapons, including a 20mm cannon and integrated munitions launcher. A state-of-the-art, fully digital fly-by-wire flight control system enables advanced performance and autonomous flight. The first Invictus design was unveiled in October 2019, with test flights anticipated in 2022. Northrop Grumman B-21 Raider. Many are familiar with the Northrop Grumman B-2 Spirit stealth bomber, an American heavy strategic bomber that uses stealth technology to penetrate dense anti-aircraft defenses. Though it looks futuristic, the B-2 dates back decades, having first flown in the late 1980s and introduced into service in 1997. With only 20 currently in operation, the US Air Force eventually needs a successor. Enter the Northrop Grumman B-21 Raider. Early renderings suggest a design similar to the B-2, but the B-21 belongs to the Long Range Strike Bomber (LRSB) program, intended to deliver both conventional and thermonuclear weapons over great distances. Initially, the US Air Force planned to acquire 80 to 100 B-21s, but now estimates range as high as 175 to 200, with initial operational capability targeted around 2030. Details about the B-21 remain top secret. We know Pratt & Whitney is likely involved, suggesting it may use F-135 afterburning turbofan engines. Built from the ground up with open systems architecture, even the cost remains undisclosed to prevent adversaries from gleaning insights. Beyond the B-21 itself, there are hints that the US Air Force plans a new long-range fighter, the penetrating counter-air aircraft, to escort the B-21 into enemy territory. Little is known about this future fighter, though it may resemble the retired Lockheed F-117 Nighthawk. We must wait to see what groundbreaking capabilities these aircraft bring to the skies. Ilyushin IL-106 PAC VTA. Not to be confused with the cancelled IL-106 of the 1990s, this new Ilyushin IL-106 PAC VTA concept is a Russian super-heavy transport aircraft aimed at achieving a feat that sounds almost mythical, carrying 200 tons of cargo at supersonic speeds, all while utilizing partial renewable electric energy. Deep in development, this aircraft will feature updated avionics, engines, and critical systems currently kept under wraps. The PAK-VTA aims to free Russian forces from relying on the Ukrainian-built An-124 for heavy airlift missions. While numerous concept images circulate online, all we know for sure is that the final design may share similarities with previous large Ilyushin aircraft. Only time will confirm its final appearance and capabilities. FA-XX. Speed and range are crucial for next-generation fighter jets, and the US Navy is looking ahead to replace its FA-18EF Super Hornet and EA-18G Growler aircraft. The current Super Hornet a twin-engine, carrier-capable multi-role fighter, first flew in 1995 and succeeded the legendary F-14 Tomcat. But technology marches on, and by the 2030s, the Navy needs an aircraft that can thrive in a post-2030 threat environment. While the Lockheed Martin F-35C Lightning II might meet some of these future requirements, the Navy remains cautious. The future FA-XX concept likely involves sixth-generation fighter capabilities, an aircraft designed to counter advanced surface-to-air missile systems and operate in more contested airspace. Boeing is currently upgrading Super Hornets with a Block 3 configuration, featuring conformal fuel tanks, advanced computing, and reduced drag. Perhaps the FA-XX will be a Super Hornet, or something entirely new. Only time will tell. GXVT Program. The Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, DARPA, is spearheading the Ground X Vehicle Technologies, GXVT program, aiming to revolutionize future combat vehicles. Rather than relying on heavy armor, GXVT seeks breakthroughs in mobility, survivability, and safety. One concept involves buttoning up the cockpit and using augmented virtual reality for the crew. With cameras and sensors providing a 360-degree, real-time 3D model of the surroundings, a driver in a windowless vehicle can navigate complex terrain at high speed with situational awareness tools, highlighting threats and optimal routes. Other innovative concepts include reconfigurable wheel tracks, electric in-hub motors, and extreme travel suspension systems to boost off-road performance. If successful, these technologies could lead to lighter, more agile combat vehicles that rely less on armor and more on cutting-edge tech to dominate the battlefield. Boeing MQ-25 Stingray. The Boeing MQ-25 Stingray is an aerial refueling drone designed for deployment on U.S. Navy aircraft carriers. Imagine a robotic tanker delivering 15,000 pounds of fuel to fighters flying over 500 nautical miles away, extending the range of FA-18 Super Hornets or F-35C Lightning IIs by hundreds of miles. The MQ-25 may also handle intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance tasks, as well as maritime radar support for the fleet. The first test flight of the T-1 prototype took place in September 2019. While an $805 million contract covers initial development, the Navy plans to acquire up to 72 MQ-25s at a total cost that could reach $13 billion, boosting the Navy's capabilities for decades to come. Conclusion. These future technologies, from next-generation helicopters and bombers to advanced combat vehicles and refueling drones, represent a glimpse into tomorrow's battlefields. Which of these concepts intrigues you the most? Let us know in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this overview, please subscribe and turn on notifications to stay informed about the latest developments. Thanks for watching.